Thank you for all the music theory lessons on here. It's wonderful. But I come on with these anagrams with the right wing ding ling of the debt yuppies. Debt yuppies. I wasn't a debt yuppie. Kid comes in here. How can you afford a guitar? We didn't have debt. I bought it outright. How? I put money in the bank and the state there. You know, in the olden days, long ago. No, that's not a. That was not a junk squire. No, that's some USA. But everybody's saying, "Oh, squires are good." I don't think so. I like USA. Kind of, I really do. Do I like Epicon? Well, not really. I really gives. They were cheap at one time. Oh, 74, 1974. I could have 76. I could have bought a L6, really nice Gibson. It's for $600, 695. That's money. I should have bought one. Oh no, I didn't know the economy. Whew, I bought that telly for a while. He says, "You can afford that." I used to work, and came in, but I was one of those ones that raised the economy. The right wing dingers say, "Did I? Did I raise the economy?" No, debt yuppie. What's a debt yuppie? Carrots. Yeah. Look at the picture here. Um, Yorkville in 1960s. That was where Ian Tyson. Well, I mean, a lot of great music was out in the riverboat. We had Rochdale College. It was sort of a hippie, bohemian place. The Beatniks and Ian Tyson played there. Joni Mitchell. Now, it wasn't that expensive there, no. But it's full of yuppies. It's a yuppieville of really high price. So who and who's got out of it? Well, some of the old people got seniority. I never watched TV. I turned the damn thing off because I felt numb. I'm a musician. I like feeling things. I hated television. And it's starting to get a bit rubby. You know, you ever felt the numbness of television? But I just started realizing that the smartphones are making people nummy, and the music's making people really nummy. Like I think it's a plot. Oh, I'm getting cut off, or am I? Now I'm gonna say it. I know what's going on. 3% or 1% of the elites are that were Ponzi scheme hedge funders got out. Michael Morris showed it. He says, "Why don't you go to jail? It's over." No, but they bailed them out. You know, the Ponzi schemers. Michael Morris bailed. Well, he's filming George W. Bush. Remember that? Al Gore was winning that election, but they had a miscount, and people were mad at the time. A lot of people are mad. Al Gore would have been a good president. He wouldn't have done all this stuff. But they turned the whole market to fossil fuels. So you see a lot of attacks on Greta Thunberg and younger people that are pro environmental. They're crazy. Well, who's Jordan Peterson? He's a yuppie. He's a yuppie. You know, he's born on about that year. What is it, 1949, 47 to 64? Maybe made into the boomer, but I think he's still a yup. Yuppies, what were they? You remember Barry? He's before the boomer. Oh, yeah. And he wrote Sex, Religion. You got to read books because they took the books away. No, they didn't take them away. They just mind hacked you with social media. And you think about it. Linda Berry said, Sex, Economy, and Religion. Very good book. Very good book. It's very humorous. And it's about what is happening now when those right American Kentucky agrarian, agricultural man a poet and everything. And he wrote this book, and he said, uh, feed your kids TV dinners. Like they're the yuppies. And no, they were the Gen X's, I think. And the yuppies were feeding them TV dinner and give them video games, Maybe they'll pay your taxes for you. Figure it out. And so that generation came up. What else? He predicted a lot of things. He says, disarm the kids before they go to school. Well, they're doing that in Canada now. So what was he right? Maybe. The debt. The national debt in the world right now. Oh, she's way up there. The millennials, they say it seems like it might be going to a recession. No. It's a hidden depression. Hidden depression. Sort of. Eisenberg said it's the tsunami before the storm. It's all crashing down. Eisenberg wrote an economic book called The Indigo. It's a good read. It's long. I read it. I read it 4 times. Listened to the audio. And I absorb things and I take notes because I went to lectures in college and I wrote with pen and paper. And it gets the head down to what's going on. And maybe he's wrong, but I think he had a good bibliography of all those facts. And I think my life of seeing all this stuff and putting it all together in one piece there sort of got me to be still a counterculture hippie. I'm not a conformed dumb boomer that goes, oh, wait, watch TV. I turned that off about 30 years ago. I felt numb, I don't like feeling numb. I got into music and I'm still alive. That's a wonder I am. I've bypassed a few things like near death, getting shot at, and all this stuff where he says, bring out the firearms. I don't think so. I was supporting firearms at one time until the guy fired 5 rounds at me driving a taxi. But I told an old man, he said, maybe I should get a gun. Well, you better get a howitzer. One gun over another gun. Well, that was a song back in the 60s. Yeah, one gun. Well, it just keeps on going. So I thought maybe we should have a moratorium on gun control, and we did with Justin Trudeau and the NDP, but they're communists. Communists. Isn't that funny? Jason Kenney said they're socialists. Rachel Notley was socialist, but she was not democratic socialist. But that got thrown out of there. They leave out words. Like Jordan Peterson says, life is suffering. No, it's not. The sensational life is suffering. So see all the little word droppers. It's what's woke? Not wait, woke. So I'm a counterculture awakened older man. Awakened. Not woke, awakened. I've been doing Reiki and energy healing. I'm an empath and a psychic. And I say, they're lying. Empaths know liars. And I'm one of them that know they're lying. And I know why, because you can put it all together like a glove. Living long enough to know liars. It doesn't mean I know everything, man. I don't know everything about high-tech stuff. I don't know. I don't want a robot, but the doctor says old people should have it. They're low. I'm not one of them. I don't like people too much with the right-wing thing or rubbish talking. So I just stay by myself. I know it's a zombie apocalypse out there, climate deniers, so I just stay by myself. Lock the door. I'm not a zombie killer, but I just keep doing what I keep them up. Do I invite people in my house that's I don't feel? But I got Jordan Peterson in here. I don't think so. I'd say, go away. I don't hear you. And would I let Rex Murphy? No, I don't think so. Would I let Snur? I wouldn't let any PCs. They're no friends of mine. I've always been in the Green Party for a long time, and I don't think the fiction's just starting to get a little bit thick. Do you believe in this stuff? Tell me if you believe in it. Do you know freedom? Freedom is options, isn't it? Well, he's not giving you options. He's saying choose wisely between no carbon tax and lower house prices. But he can't lower the house market. He can't lower it. He says he's going to build more houses. That's what Doug Ford said. Same damn thing. Repeat speech. And they're just attack party. I'm put Napoleon Hill, but he's an old man. But if anybody learned anything, they'd read Napoleon Hill and learn how to make money. He said they're scoundrels. Jesus says it's not hard. I just say he's a scoundrel because he's attacking everybody. He's attacking, and look at all the attacks on there. Attack women's rights. Attack Jordan's a good attacker. Attack So I don't really pay attention to attack dogs. I pay attention to people that make sense with what I know. I can't keep forgetting. I know the climate's being destroyed. Al Gore told that. So the models are looking. Doesn't mean it's not happening. We have fire all over Canada and everything. Fracking causes earthquakes. And then they defend, I don't know if I defend nuclear energy anymore. China, Japan just nuclearized and killed fish stocks for China. I don't know. I defend that. They did it before. They irradiated water going right up to the Pacific. And they kill whales. Yeah. So am I anti-China? Japan? They just got some bad policies. They do things because we empowered them. Remember? Just like we empowered Germany to become a good country, and it did for a while. And I think Japan was a good power, but I think they're getting in trouble with China. Look at it. Please look at what's happening. The islands, are they the bad guy, China? I got friends in China. They're doing business trade. Oh, communist. No, just are you gay if you let a gay guy buy goods off you? Maybe. What do you think? What do you think? I like that word. What do you think? Give you options because you like freedom. There's the option. You decide. Are you bought into the program? I hear young women saying to me, "You feel the control." It's easy to figure it now, and you can see it. The variances. So I had something to leave her up on. I knew I was a counterculture. I never liked this sort of garbage. So I came back to a middle point. I started reading Freudian philosophy of transcendentalism. Look at how the transcendental movement's taking time. They're making money. Maybe. Yogi Bhajan, Batman. I don't know what to think anymore. Who's bad? Who's good? Who's the hero? Fundamentalism? I don't know. But it's becoming ungodly now. Like it's not even Christian. But what did Dar Williams say? The pagans and the Christians. But he came up there with his reply to that. Well, I'm a Christian. Yeah. Well, what's going on there? A woman speaking a song? It was just a story. Oh boy, they got offended. Am I anti-Christian? I go to church sometimes and listen to the sermons, but I started looking at it. I think it's still got a lot of, like I'm Anglican, but the Eucharist is like the Catholics, right? They're the problem. The Roman Empire and the Dark Ages. All Christian religions based on that, but it was that if you understand Catholicism or any of that, they were the ones that changed after Rome fell. Rome fell, but they built the Vatican, right? And then they had the Dark Ages. They invaded Europe with the Normans and the Saxons and the Vikings, the paganism, demigods. So they changed everything. And then the Anglican Church came around. That was King Henry, because he wanted to marry more wives. And they said, nah. And they was taking a lot of taxes from Britain, so he developed the Church of England, which because he was getting sick of chopping their heads off. So he developed divorce, of course. It's popular now. Divorce is just a new thing. But a lot of men say to me, and a lot of women say, "Why get married?" Because we got into romanticism, and that seemed to fail. We never got into a spiritual type of love that could last forever, with conditions, without conditions. The conditioned mind is the ego. Think of it. Could marriages of monogamy really be beautiful? I think so. But when we put conditions of monogamy, and we get problems, we get conditioned ideology from what we call romance, a standard of ideology. So he's arguing with me. He said, "I don't think you're right about it. I think ideology is good. I think it's terrible. I really do. I think one hand clapping is the better solution. Getting out of your head, that's a Buddhist, and that's in the koans of Zen. One hand clapping. What's it mean? Nothing. Think of John Lennon. He goes and he's camping out on his property. What's that song? Absolutely nothing. And he's traveled all that way. Think of everything's got to make meaning. And I listened to a Western ideological psychologist with a license. What's that song? He's got a license to steal. I think Western psychology, I dropped it. I started getting into Jungian. But I was really into Gestalt. That's playful. Gestalt, I think, is the education that Finland developed. Because they know children's minds have to be children. But we started making them analytical robots, and shoving a lot of data up their butts. And it's funny, the more knowledge you gain with that amount of data, the less you learn. I found that out. I play piano. I listen to maybe a little bit of music here just for a half hour. And I go to the piano and apply it. Now it works. But before I was studying it, not getting it. So there's a woman on here that talks very good music theory. So I like that. And I'm getting it because I've been playing for a while. I didn't know all the theory. And she explains it very well. I like the way she does things. She changes the pitch of her voice. It sounds sort of humorous. I understand their principles. Because after a while, the people aren't listening. So it makes it sound like she's on helium to get through part of it. And it does make you see clarity as a musician, see the difference between the tonalities of chords and scales. Really good. Really good. But this is a numb, hum. It's not very awakened. And I like what she said there. I forget her name. She said, music, I always knew it was on ground. rudiment structure this music, and it's not giving us a foundation. Everything is a foundation. I'm not talking about variety. You got tons of variety of garbage, just numb. Just like TV was getting, and it's got that way. How many stations do you have to watch to enjoy your life? How much time do you spend on your laptop or your computer? How much on your phone? Put motion on there and see how many hours. I think the new iPhones will show you, and try to limit it, and then see what you can do with your time. I'm cleaning up this place. I've had this phone. Can't do much with it. I got a lot done. I was just seeing how messy this place was. Just living on that addiction box. So I'm grateful. Get strings on. Got this pedal to work with. I got a lot of things to do. And learning music theory is going to help me. But I'm learning. Write it down. That's what I always did. And I got ahead more. Because your brain is intuiting that knowledge. There's a science to it. And our attention span is being lowered a lot. Listen to Carl Callis work on digital minimalism. Social media systems are put likes on, which is an opioid hit. Every time you like something, you get. But it's also done something else to us. The worst thing for humanity is the human ego, the separation. We're so separate. Oh, hell yeah. We're separate. We're very separate. We're not very conscious right now. And there's a lot of anger. So that's a good energy to get the falling far dark forces to win this debate on climate change. We've always known that the climate needs to get off fossil fuels. The United Nations agreed on it, but now you got climate deniers coming back again, even on Facebook. And they're just a part of the program. And, they called me a fool. Wow, I could pull out a tarot card and it would show there the hanged fools, the clowns. Well, is that rude? No, it's a fact. And that's what's happening. You're getting really scared around your generation. You think about it. I can't force you. You can keep on electing Pierre Pallette. You can go for it. See what he does. Do you think a majority government's going to be good for you? Just watch what he does if you get him in. Just watch. Minority government would be better. But no. You go for it, because I'll leave the country. I don't want to live under fascism. And that's what we're into, oil fascism. Don't let them hack you.